Hello, I'm Jack Best, President, General Manager, and resident inventor of most of the products offered by WoodWrite Limited, a small company located in Sparks, Maryland, producing some very unusual woodworking products. The most famous of these products is a woodworking lathe, which includes the best features of metalworking lathes, as well as the ability to turn wood, plastics, horn, bone, brass, aluminum, or even steel with extreme accuracy. Let us walk you around the new Model 360 lathe. It has the ability to run at speeds from approximately 400 RPM to almost 6,000 RPM, using a 1725 RPM AC induction motor and a 6-step pulley system. The motor is 1/3 horsepower, and there are 2 ball bearings in the headstock, 2 inches in diameter, capable of speeds up to 35,000 RPM. The tailstock uses a combination ball bearing, radial bearing, live center. Notice also that we have anodized all the aluminum support extrusions. Anodizing produces a finish which cleans up easily with soap and water or any other solvent, and produces a finish which is not only permanent, but almost hard as a diamond. All aluminum parts are anodized in either gold, black, or iridescent blue. With a distance between centers of 16.5 inches, you have the versatility you need to turn longer pieces of wood or metal than most other mini lathes. Now please turn your attention to the moving saddle. This saddle rides on 2 3/4 inch polished and ground solid steel rods. The saddle slides on these rods on 4 bronze oilite bearings. At the speed with which this saddle moves, these bearings will last about 2,000 years before requiring replacement. Being oilite material impregnated with lubricating oil, the bearings lubricate the rods with every movement, never requiring further lubrication. The tool post with its carbide cutting tool is mounted behind the center of the work, so that all the area in front of the center line of the lathe is open for observation, sanding, and polishing. The carbide cutting tool is furnished with the lathe. Almost never needs sharpening when turning any wood. In fact, it will stay sharp for up to 500 or more pens, but when it appears to be getting dull, it can easily be honed with a diamond file, or throw it away and buy a replacement from WoodWrite for about $6. While we're here in the saddle area, notice the dust collection manifold. Just plug in the hose of your shop vac and over 99% of all the shavings turned off your work will disappear into the shop vac. Many of our customers set up their lathe in the corner of their apartment, motorhome, or kitchen and produce very little dirt to be cleaned up, even after hours of operation. The micrometer dial on the saddle is 2 inches in diameter with a large handle and with easy-to-read large white numbers photo-etched against a black background. On the Model 360 lathe, the saddle is moved by a DC gear motor, which drives a long screw running down the length of the lathe. With an easy adjustment, however, the saddle can also be moved manually using the Easy Glide knob located at the far right end of the lathe. In this mode, the saddle moves 1 inch for each 4 turns of the knob. As with all WoodWrite Limited lathes, we have included a foot switch, so that you may turn the motor on and off without having to reach for a switch. For those who would like to operate more than one lathe at a time, we have included an inline switch. Some of the improved features found on the Model 360 lathe are quite subtle, while others are major innovations. For instance, maintenance is greatly reduced since the lathe bed is self-lubricating, and because the bed is potentially extendable, we've been able to provide lathe distances between centers of up to 48 inches. Longer dimensions are actually possible. The 360 lathe is particularly well suited to manufacturing pens and pencils. You simply slide your prepared wood blanks onto the mandrel, adjust the depth of cut, and flip the toggle switch to make your pen an even diameter from end to end. You never need to stop working to take measurements, because we provide you with the numbers to dial into the micrometer, and your pen will be automatically turned to the proper dimensions each and every time. No stopping to measure your work, and no stopping to sharpen your carbide cutting tool either. Follow along as we make a cross-style WoodWrite Limited Slimline pen on the Model 360 lathe. Your first step will be to prepare the pre-drilled, pre-cut wood blanks by gluing in the brass cylinders. WoodWrite Limited is the only manufacturer of pre-drilled and pre-cut wood blanks in over 35 different exotic and rare woods. Our adhesive is also rather exclusive. It is a polyurethane base and is slightly acidic to etch the brass for a very strong bond between the brass and the wood. To prevent staining your fingers with the adhesive, always use latex or plastic gloves when inserting the tubes into the wood blanks. Start by squeezing out a bead of glue down the tube about 1/16 inch wide. Now insert one end of the brass tube into the blank about 1/4 inch and turn it around the wood in order to coat the inside of the wood blank with adhesive. Now take the same end of the brass tube and insert it into the opposite end of the wood blank. Turning it around several times, continue to press it into the wood blank all the way. You can wipe any excess glue off the end of the blank with a paper towel. Now stand the blank on end overnight to allow the glue to harden. Since the glue cures by absorbing moisture from the air, you can accelerate the drying time by first dipping the blank into a bowl of water before inserting the tube. You needn't hurry. You have plenty of time before the curing process is complete. Here's a nice hint. If you're using WoodWrite Limited blanks, don't separate the wood blanks until after you have glued all the brass tubes into the wood blanks. Larger pieces are easier to handle. Now, pop off the pieces by inserting a screwdriver in the slot between the blanks and turn the handle. We often say you can turn, sand, and polish 2 wood blanks in less than 2 minutes. Don't believe us? Why not time us? We'll include a stopwatch in the corner of the next segment of this video, and you can time the operator yourself. Concentrate on the picture in the stopwatch. They say a picture's worth 1,000 words. Let's go. Starting by loading the wood onto the mandrel of the lathe. Ready? Get set? Go. The Model 360 lathe is truly remarkable. Put your wood on the mandrel, set the depth of cut, press a switch, and walk away. Your 360 will make the cut, and when it completes its pass, it stops to wait for you to reset the depth of cut and send it going the other way. In the meantime, you can be doing something else, like assembling another pen. If you'd rather operate the saddle manually, however, buy the Model 160. It's the same lathe as the Model 360 but without the motorized saddle drive and limit switches. Just turn the Easy Glide handle to move the saddle and make the cut. As you increase your pen and pencil volume, you can always be upgraded to a 360 at a later date. Either way, you will have invested in a genuine WoodWrite Limited lathe, the most technologically advanced mini lathe on the market today. Making lots of pens? Remember, you can operate up to 3 Model 360 lathes simultaneously and never skip a beat. Two barrels turned to exactly the proper diameter, sanded, polished, and removed from the lathe in under 2 minutes. This operation was in real time. Nothing was done to speed up or change the time in any way. The stopwatch was part of the picture at all times. Now do you believe us? Of course, we've made many pens and pencils over the years. But we guarantee that after learning the process, you can make at least 8 pens or pencils an hour. Many of our customers complete up to 20 pens per hour and some even more. Listen to one of our customers who owns 2 of our Model 360 lathes.
I'm now using 2 of the very latest models, and they're just wonderful. In addition, of course, you have the finest components coming from WoodWrite to make the pens. They have all of the woods that, particularly the exotic woods that are very marketable for someone who wants to sell pens. And when it comes to finish, they make a product called Turner's Magic, which puts that ultimate finish on the pen that pleases everyone. An additional feature of WoodWrite is the fact that they have this special manifold which collects the dust, and there's no other lathe on the market, to my knowledge, that has anything that approaches it. And the truth is, you can use this lathe in almost any kind of an environment. When you work with WoodWrite, they stand behind their product 100%. And even if you make a mistake, all you have to do is put it in a little box and mail it back, and WoodWrite will make an exchange. They back you up. They guarantee that you will have a perfect finished product, and they live up to that guarantee.
Now let's show you how easy it is to complete your pen or pencil using the WoodWrite Limited Assembly Press. The assembly press was designed by us and is made in our own workshops. Many pen makers use a vise, a quick grip clamp, or even a hammer to assemble their pens and pencils with mixed success. The WoodWrite Limited Assembly Press is quick, easy, and makes a perfect pen or pencil every single time. Watch while we make a slimline pencil. First, we select the required parts from our bin box and assemble the pencil loosely. We lay the pencil in the slot, clip down, and turn the handle. Release the completed pencil, place the pencil insert in the assembly, and screw on the tip. Voila! Complete. No twists or turns, no broken parts. It's quick, easy, and makes a perfect pen or pencil each and every time. Of course, a pen is made in 2 steps, but in the same manner as a pencil. By now you have realized that WoodWrite Limited products are not ordinary woodworking tools. But WoodWrite Limited doesn't stop there. We provide a complete system for manufacturing pens, pencils, and other small turning projects. It's great to be able to make these products, but none of these great pens and pencils are really useful without a good system for finishing the products. Some woodworkers use wax. Some use so-called French polish. Unfortunately, wax is not impervious to water, perspiration, alcohol, and dirt, and soon the pen begins to darken and become ugly. French polish is made of shellac, tung oil, and alcohol. It may look great upon application, but it will soon become scratched and lose its luster. For years, turners have been frustrated by the lack of a good finish. WoodWrite Limited has come to the rescue of all these wood turners. The answer is Turner's Magic, a lacquer-based finish which is impervious to alcohol, hand oils, perspiration, and water, and all those other things that will get on a pen and ruin the finish. WoodWrite Limited manufactures these finishes in our own plant. You can buy these lacquer-based friction drying polishes from others, but rest assured they were made by us and labeled for those other companies. It's our product. We merely apply the other company's label. Turner's Magic is easy to apply. With the lathe running at top RPM, put just a little of our sealer on a paper cloth and rub it back and forth from the underside of the work so as not to gum up the lathe bed. Press hard and you will generate frictional heat, and almost as fast as it's applied, it's dry. Apply 2 or 3 coats to seal all the resins in the wood, and now you're ready for the top coat. The top coat can either be gloss or semi-gloss, and is applied in the same manner as the sealer. We recommend that open grain woods be first polished with semi-gloss Turner's Magic, since it has more solids which act as fillers. Oak, walnut, mahogany, and other woods are enhanced by semi-gloss. Coat after coat can be applied, one over the other, until the desired texture is received. Each coat dries almost instantly, so that the patina can be built up to your requirements. With close-grained woods such as maple, cocobolo, and others, supergloss Turner's Magic is applied directly over the sealer. All wood products can benefit from final coats of supergloss, and you may apply as many coats as you wish to achieve the desired finish, since each application dries almost instantly. Complete your polishing by using the dry end of your cloth to smooth and buff the finish. Even if you're not planning on purchasing a WoodWrite Limited lathe system, you should use our Turner's Magic. It's truly magic. Turner's Magic was developed and is manufactured by WoodWrite Limited. Over 139 different recipes were tried before we discovered the best one. Normally, if you attempted to use lacquer as a friction drying polish, as the lacquer began drying, it would become tacky and grab the rag right out of your hand and wrap it around your work. Turner's Magic dries so quickly and is so well lubricated that there is not the slightest bit of tackiness detected as Turner's Magic is applied. Yes, Turner's Magic truly is magic. No wood lathe would be complete without the ability to turn nonlinear or curved shapes. Suppose you would like to turn our Continental or Mont Blanc style pins. First, mount your blanks and turn them to the maximum desired diameters using the mounted carbide cutting tool. It's easy then to attach the tool rest and complete the pen using handheld tools. You'll have to stop the lathe from time to time to check diameters, but it's easy to do with a dowel caliper. Establish the end diameters first, and then make the curved portions with a sharp skew. A little sanding, some Turner's Magic, and you're ready for assembly. The fact that you pre-turned the largest diameters accurately first makes it very easy. Turner's Magic and the WoodWrite Limited Assembly Press makes curved pieces a snap. You say that you're not proficient with handheld tools, but you'd still like to make our Continental pens? Why not use our Copycat Duplicator? The newest product in the WoodWrite Limited line, the Copycat, has become a very popular addition to WoodWrite Limited lathes. You'll like the Copycat because the tool is carbide, is held in a tool post, and it accurately reproduces the curved design each and every time. Watch while we demonstrate. Notice that the Copycat is fastened to two steel fed rods, and the micrometer dowel is replaced with a spring-loaded device which follows the pattern. The pattern follower is adjusted to the calibration point just as it is in the regular lathe to assure you of accurate turnings each time it is used. A separate instruction manual is furnished, which contains many photographs. Two patterns are furnished with the Copycat so that you can make Continental or Mont Blanc style pens or our unique Gibson Girl design. Turning with the Copycat takes a little longer than with the standard lathe and tool rest, but the advantage is that your end products are accurate and consistent every time. In addition, you will receive a blank template and instructions for creating a pattern of your own design. All you need in addition to a dowel caliper and a couple of files. Now, may we introduce you to another of our good customers.
The ease of using the WoodWrite lathe system is very simple. After having watched Jack make a few of the pens and pencils at the wood show, I was convinced that this was something that with very minimal effort on my part that I could do something very similar to what he had shown me at the wood show. I've shown the WoodWrite pens that I've produced to several of my colleagues who have responded by telling me that they think that they're highly marketable. One of the most appealing aspects of the WoodWrite lathe for me was the fact that the suction manifold removed all of the debris that otherwise would end up in my lap. The dust collecting manifold was so effective that my wife actually told me that I could set this up in the family room. I declined, but I have it set up in the laundry room, and which is a fairly clean area in our house, and it creates no additional dust or cleaning in that area.
That's the WoodWrite Limited story of the most innovative woodworking lathes on the market. But there's more. Let me tell you the rest of the story. If you use our WoodWrite Limited lathe, assembly press, pen kits, wood blanks, and Turner's Magic finishes, we will not let you make a mistake. Break a blank, assemble a pen incorrectly, drop a part, or step on it. It's not your fault, it's ours. We'll replace any part that you mess up for any reason. Just save your goose, and when you have enough to make it worth the postage, ship them back to us, and for a small shipping and handling fee, we'll replace anything damaged. How's that for a guarantee? You just can't go wrong when you use WoodWrite Limited products. Thank you for watching our videotape. We're looking forward to hearing from you. Remember, you may call us toll-free on 888-WoodWrite. That's 966-3974. We'll be happy to answer all your questions and take your order. We accept Visa, MasterCharge, personal checks, or money orders. Thank you for watching.